Roddick to serve. Ready.
One as fast as 139 miles an hour in this championship.
Love 15.
You also feel, Sam, that Hewitt can just get a few of these early balls back, just sow a seed of doubt into Roddick's mind, and Roddick could blow himself out.
Well, Andy Roddick has led the tour most of the year in service games won, but he has lost the first 2 points of this first service game. You have to wonder what's going through Andy Roddick's mind and body right now. He's never been in this situation. His first Grand Slam quarterfinal.
I think that is a major factor. Hewitt has been here before. Quarterfinals of the French this year, of course. Semi-finals here at the US Open. He loves these courts. And that counts for a lot in experience and knowing how to play these sort of matches in the later stages of the tournaments.
And Roddick has settled down. He's won the last 3 points as we see his coach Lleyton Hewitt.
43.
Roddick holds in his opening service game. It's been a big day for him off the court as well, as earlier this afternoon he was officially named to the U.S. Davis Cup team, which will face India September 21st down in North Carolina. Roddick will be joined on that American Davis Cup team by Todd Martin, James Blake, Robbie Ginepri, Jared Palmer, and Don Johnson. So an exciting day for the 19-year-old. Lleyton Hewitt, of course, will be involved in a huge Davis Cup tie, the semifinals against Sweden later this month as well.
Can I throw in Great Britain? Down in Ecuador.
Here's Tariq Benavides. He was a good tour player, reached number 22 in the world at one point. Hewitt to serve.
Well, 15.
Well, it's got 5 points in a row for Roddick. A little hesitant start on his serve. First 2 points, missing those reasonably easy shots, and now he's picked up a point on Hewitt's opening serve.
Well, David, much like last night, we'll see 2 very different service games from each player. They're not the same as Sampras and Agassi.
Well done.
Roddick has the booming first serve, but doesn't always follow it in. In fact, rarely does.
Yes, I think Roddick's going to be a major challenge at Wimbledon over the next few years, that's for sure.
15.
In the crowd, and his mum and dad go as well.
$15-30. Lleyton Hewitt coming up. A couple of pretty big serves as we see Kim Clijsters did very well in this U.S. Open as well. On the women's side is the 5th seed. She advanced to the quarterfinals, lost to Venus Williams.
Yes, it's very nice to see these 2 youngsters who are going out supporting each other when they've got the opportunity.
And they really do. You see them at each other's matches just about every round. I mean,
good to see. Good to see. And they don't mind that camera shot that's inevitably going to come in. No, it's very nice to see, very pleasant.
Lleyton Hewitt now with a chance to hold serve, his first service game of this match.
And you one game on.
We're leaving at 1-1 to start this match.
Made a chance there, support for Lleyton Hewitt. Well, they've got one thing in common, these two, apart from being good players. They both wear their hats back to front. For the life of me, I can never understand it. I can understand it when it's hot, like it's sun of your neck, but we're under the floodlights here.
It's more of a fashion statement.
Ah, it's all about youth. I remember this. Not long ago.
Wow. Hewitt unleashes off of a short ball from Roddick.
15.
One of his favorite shots.
Make
sure he doesn't get another chance.
The one thing that must work for Roddick in nearly every match is his serve must be in tune. Without that serve, he loses a big part of his game.
Doesn't go over. Now 15-30 for Lleyton Hewitt. So Hewitt has already assured himself of winning 2 points in both Roddick service games. Roddick reeled off 4 in a row to take that last service game.
30 on.
138 miles an hour. Ace number 3.
Put 5 of 12 serves in out of 8. 4 of them have been aces. There's not anyone can do if someone's serving like that. But there always comes a chance in every set, and it doesn't quite happen. Yes, it's quite extraordinary. We're at deuce and Roddick's fired in 3 aces. Is that a statement? Without those aces, Roddick would be in a lot of trouble.
Roddick has lost his previous 2 matches against Lleyton Hewitt. As you could say, lost his last match and a half because he had to retire at a set apiece and 2-all in the 3rd set at the French Open. Pulling his hamstring. He holds serve. And Roddick. It's 2-1 in the first set.
Roddick showing is not all just serve. He has got some fine shots. in the market stronger. If he can engage Roddick in these baseline duels, Hewitt works his opponent over. Some good solid body punches, corner to corner, and forcing the error, keeping Roddick on the move. Roddick can produce these one-shot wonders after 2 or 3 strokes, but to play someone the caliber of Hewitt from side to side is extremely difficult. That's why I was so surprised that Roddick absolutely dismissed Karecha, who is perfectly capable of doing that, but Karecha doesn't hit the ball as hard as Hewitt, so Roddick had a little bit more time.
Lleyton Hewitt just left his teenage years back in February. One of the most successful teenagers in the history of the game. Roddick looking to follow. Just to back up my previous statement, Hewitt won 7 ATP titles as a teenager. Only 5 other players in tennis history have won more in their teenage years: Borg, Wielander, Becker, Agassi, and Medvedev. So in some pretty elite company. Now a chance to hold to 2-all.
The both of them are settling in now, aren't they? Hewitt is finding his rhythm, certainly in that game, and he produced that lovely forehand down the line winner. He'd love to engage Roddick in a bit of a baseline duel. And also Hewitt's got some really good penetrating shots, and he's not afraid to come in, Hewitt, certainly on the short ball. As for Roddick, he's just going to maintain this high service level of his.
Roddick has not been to the net yet. Hewitt's been there just once.
15-1.
Well, Roddick likes to hit every shot hard, but again, I make this exception. When Karecha was serving in that match, when he destroyed the Spaniard, he played the ball very softly. On his own serve, hits the ball very hard in the valleys. I wonder if he employs that tactic against Hewitt. I don't think so, because Hewitt, as I say, hits the ball that much harder. Just blasted him up. Well, it is spectacular, there's no question about that. It was the most spectacular youngster that we've seen since Hewitt.
Roddick already with 7 winners in this match. Of course, 5 of those on his serve.
I say the centre service line just moved really well after the left.
Now Andy Roddick commits his first double fault. 30-all. There's Patrick McEnroe on the left, who named Andy Roddick to the Davis Cup team today. It's like watching a mirror.
It was. So that was a massive point, an absolute massive point. It showed Roddick that Hewitt is prepared to get everything back. Everything back. Even on some terrific shots. They're so penetrating into the corner. Especially when Hewitt ran for the inside-out forehand across court. Hewitt got it all back. Which means Roddick will have to work extremely hard.
Oh, has held 3 times to start this match. He's out in front 3-2 in the first set.
Only leads by 3 games to 2.
Yeah, he's tenacious and pugnacious. Sam wanted me to say that because they're big words for him. He doesn't understand big words.
I just love to hear you say them, David.
Tenacious and pugnacious. And he is. He's like a bit of a, I wouldn't say he's a brawler, but he's a fighter.
Yep. He comes from a family of Aussie rules football players.
Ah, well. So the competitive spirit is within his DNA. It's imprinted already. No, that's what's so good about Lleyton Hewitt. He could be a long way down, but he'll battle hard. He'll never ever give in. We saw earlier today Starvik Kit and the world #1 losing to Yevgeny Kafelnikov. And forever, whatever the reason why Kitten lost so easily, and he wasn't just outplayed, Kitten really almost gave up, he didn't have the energy. He actually said, I just didn't have the energy today. I didn't have the energy today. I don't believe in the whole of Lleyton Hewitt's career, however long he plays in the sport for the next 10, 15 years, that you'll ever see him sitting at a press conference and say, well, you know, I lost, but I just didn't have the energy today. It just wasn't my day.
Right.
It's just that sort of player. Kitten is the most wonderful player, but Hewitt is something different. He will fight to the end.
Roddick trying a shot. You don't see him hit too often, and he can't execute it. And it's 30-15. 2-3 in the opening set of this men's quarterfinal match between 4th-seeded Lleyton Hewitt and 18th-seeded Andy Roddick.
There's a sort of quiet feeling around the crowd. It's absolutely packed, almost as full as last night. There are a few seats available, but it's all waiting to see what happens here. No one's quite sure what's going to happen.
I think Roddick has only played 1 match that has not been at night at this US Open, and he has really fed off the crowd. But right now, this match hasn't really given the crowd anything to get excited about yet, except for a 138-mile-an-hour ace. But that just goes by so quickly. It doesn't sustain the crowd.
Going to Queen's Bishop 3, and Hewitt puts his knight right down the line. Terrific shot, isn't it? Boom. Absolutely worked that one wonderfully well.
And beautifully described, I might add.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the knight though.
Sounded good, but
yeah, it's amazing. It's all image, no substance. Like most things today, isn't it? All image, no substance.
Hewitt serving for the game.
Again,
So Lleyton Hewitt, bold serve. And It's 3-all here in the first set. Neither player giving an inch so far on their serve. No break points.
One thing that came out of that game is that Roddick on Hewitt's serve definitely took the pace off the ball. It's exactly what he did against Correction. He wanted to take the pace of the ball, make sure the ball stayed in play, forcing Hewitt to go for the winner, which he did.
Which is probably not easy for Andy Roddick. I'm sure that's something he's having to learn.
But on his serve here, he'll go for it much more. Hitting the ball much harder on his serve. 1, 2, 3.
Andy Roddick has risen from 158th in the world at the end of last year to number 18 now.
Well, he's going to go up a few places, I would think. He should up to 13 or 12, whatever happens here. Just for Andy Roddick, when Hewitt does serve, is to continue hitting the ball hard, but varying it with a slower shot as well. So there's a nice mix of hitting the ball hard, then taking the pace off, but always making sure the ball is deep, because if it's not deep, Hewitt will be on it and thumping it into the corner.
40 love.
Race number 6 for Andy Roddick. And he jumps out to a 40-love lead at 3-all in the first.
Again, Roddick.
Andy Roddick hangs on. He's out in front 2-2 in this opening set of the men's quarterfinal. Played 7 games in 24 minutes. Now we have 2 of the younger guys in the game that we expect a lot of great things of in the future. 2 guys still trying to prove themselves for a place in history.
That was so well read by Hewitt. He saw Roddick move to the left. In fact, I've got it the other way around. Well read by Roddick. That was a great shot into the corner. See, that's the sort of error that Roddick cannot afford to do. That's why sometimes he wants to hit the ball a little bit more slowly to make sure it goes in. But that forehand is quite a ripping shot from Roddick, and when he runs round onto his forehand, that's when Hewitt has got to be aware of what's happening.
Andy Roddick's father, bright red University of Nebraska sweatshirt.
I'll say Hewitt overall very difficult to gauge because it's so early in the match. He's just a little bit more controlled, isn't he? His game is beginning to be put together, slowly building his own level.
Lleyton Hewitt serves his way to a hold that time. Big serves in that game, and it's 4-all. We're approaching, as you say, crunch time here in the first set.
The business end of this set.
So far, a very quiet capacity crowd.
15-1.
Wins that point. I would have put odds there that Hewitt was controlling it. He was putting in some slices. But Roddick not to be underestimated. He can hit that ball hard. That forehand spin is good. And of course, this service.
All.
15 all at 4 all.
Well, Roddick, in the first part of this, the first round, he was certainly pinning Hewitt into the backhand, and I think that's a very good ploy. Just pin him on the backhand with that forehand.
Great call. No overrule. Second serve. Great get.
30-15.
Hewitt slide. They both slid.
Well, we'll see a lot of fist pumping, I think, in this match from both players.
40-15.
Roddick showing some serve and volley. Into the net 4 times and won all 4 points. Hewitt 2 for 2 from the net.
No call. Play must be continued.
40-30.
That's a very, very bad error from Roddick. Play must be continuous, even if he thinks the ball is out. That cost him a point.
Saw Gustavo Quinton do that today as well. 40-30 for Roddick. Still a chance to hold.
A little bit off the blocks there. He put telegraphed that bumper. That's a surprise. Hewitt slow to react.
Randy Roddick stays in front. 5-4 on serve. Yeah, Hewitt is just so, as we say, stocky. He's got those big legs. Makes him look smaller. Big in terms of circumference.
And Hewitt again looks up to the scoreboard. That's what's confirmation of the score, I think.
Beautiful evening in Manhattan. We're on Flushing Meadows in the city of New York.
Well, that was just a straightforward error. Just didn't get underneath the ball at all. And remember, Hewitt is serving to save this set. But be careful, 15 all. A couple of big bombers from Roddick, and a miss or two from Hewitt. This set will be gone. Hitting the ball hard in it, and I think that's the way to do it. A couple of truffles, he put in a slice, slowed it down, but increased the pressure and the pace. And now he's moving ahead.
He really had Hewitt on his heels in this point.
15-30.
And eventually got him close enough to put the ball away.
Very well constructed. But it was that backhand slice, Oscar slowed the whole game up, pushed Hewitt right back, And that started a little bit of an avalanche there for Roddick to come through with that point.
Small opening for Roddick at 15:30. Job by Hewitt to cut off that softball from Roddick.
30 all.
No, nice control that.
30 all.
Roddick though, 2 points from the set.
They have the right idea.
Actually 30 points here, so it can be more of them.
Still no breaks absurd. Roddick was up 15:30 in this game, and then Hewitt came storming back. Shots like that to win the game.
They've both produced some good shots, you know. They both produced some nice winners, and they've been controlled winners. And it's absolutely dead level. We could have our 5th successive tie-break at night in the men's singles. Did you know that, Sam?
Yeah, I did. I'm glad you put it into words. Sounds very impressive. Like you've been working on that all day.
I have, actually.
Hoping that would happen so you could say that.
It's all planned. And that's just fallen below us and dropped in the 2nd tier.
It's a nice catch by a young lady. Fans Billie, you have to throw it back. In American baseball, you don't have to throw a baseball back when it goes in the stands. Tennis, of course, you do.
30 left.
They're just keeping balls when they come out into the stands.
Well, we have cricket, of course, in Britain and other countries, Commonwealth countries, and the ball goes for a 6, which is the equivalent to the baseball hit.
40 left.
Only Roddick in the blink of an eye up 40 love. Trying to make Hewitt hold serve to go to a tiebreaker.
Game Roddick.
Missed it, and only Roddick continues to have that one game lead at the changeover. 6-5 now. Hewitt serving to stay in this set or send it to a tiebreaker. And very calm. And now Lleyton Hewitt serving to go to a tiebreaker as he loses this first set if he can hold it.
There are the first cheers.
Thank you. Well, 15.
Another crowd coming alive. That's 12th winner.
Well, that will be costly for him, not because he's thrown his racket on the floor, because it just interrupts his concentration.
Neither player can seem to really get any momentum. See a great shot like in that first point and then the unforced error.
This camera angle is tremendous. You could see from that Hewitt serve how it swung away. Roddick in both corners there. Thoroughly deserved to win that point. Roddick did well to just get a couple of those shots back, but in the end he had to concede. I think he's going to go for the lob.
And the draws it across from Andy Roddick.
That's how he shapes up. And then it's
40-15.
Here he goes. He shapes up here, and somehow he hooks it across court. The lob was the easier option. He went for the more difficult option. It paid handsome dividends.
Now we're almost ready for a first set tiebreaker. If Lleyton Hewitt can win this point, up 40-15.
Again, Hewitt.
There it is. Hewitt with his fourth ace of the match sends his first
16-hole
set
tiebreaker.
into a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker, first to 7, win by 2. Players will change ends after every 6 points.
What we saw last night, Sam, I always feel the tiebreaker it's an advantage for the big server. Roddick's a big server. We saw that last night with Sampras and Agassi.
Both these guys with basically the same winning percentage in tiebreakers this year.
Well, that's what Hewitt has to do, which he has to do throughout the match. Make sure he gets himself back, get involved in some baseline rallies with his opponent.
So Hewitt takes the opening point of the tiebreaker. Immediately up a mini break.
Two big shots, points of power, and the shot he chose for the winner was really difficult.
1-all.
Paid off.
Sneaks that right down the line.
That is very difficult. How encouraging for the American.
And now 1-all. Roddick gets the mini break back. Very costly. So the 11th unforced error of this set for Lleyton Hewitt gives Andy Roddick a little bit of an advantage now. Coach Billie looks on. 2-1 Roddick. First set tiebreaker.
Huge mistake. He should have been right in there. It was a great approach shot. He hesitated coming into the net. The ball bounced.
3-1.
And that was straight into the net. He's made 2 big blunders here, and he's in trouble.
Andy Roddick starting to seize a little bit of the momentum that neither player has been able to grab in this first set.
Hewitt will be relieved to hear the line judge say out.
Roddick at 4-1. If the change ends after this next point, it'll be Lleyton Hewitt serving.
Just one of these next 2 points for Roddick, and he'd be in a masterful position. He's in a good one now, but really Hewitt has presented him with just 3 points. That easy miss and a shot which should have been a volley he allowed to drop on the floor. Those were 2 really bad errors. Is he up or is he up? He's up.
And Roddick is up 5-1 in the first set tiebreaker. Lleyton Hewitt
5-1.
will have one more
Roddick.
serve here. But Roddick now 2 points from taking this opening set.
That has a good to both players. We talk to him about things. Thank you.
Billie. Quite animated there, wasn't he?
Cheering.
5-1.
Roddick.
Andy Roddick will have a chance to close out this tiebreaker on his serve. He'll have 2 service points. He can win them both. First set is over.
Well, then that was the right thing to do, actually. The ball was there, nice comfortable height to volley away, and he just overplayed it.
So 5-3 Roddick. He can't win the tiebreaker on his serve this time.
Well, just when he needed the first serve in, he's missed both first serves.
Well, that was a let, so we'll have one more.
As I was saying.
I forgot about your supernatural powers.
Short ball. Oh, maybe easy there. The reason why he is in front because he's been much more positive than the field. He's really come alive in the last couple of games, and certainly in this tiebreak. He's enjoying himself.
Andy Roddick now with 3 set points.
He's pleased. Don't write Hewitt off. In this set or any other, he is a big fighter.
Last night we saw Pete Sampras get to this 6-3 mark in the first set tiebreaker, and he lost it to Andre Agassi. And now Roddick has dropped 1 point since then. It's Hewitt serving at 4-6. Still a couple more set points for Andy Roddick to play with.
And he's still got that 1 chance he might need for a serve on his serve. But he will serve.
Hewitt comes through. Holds both points on serve. The guarantee of this big song. Now, again, Andy Roddick chance. Now close it out on the serve. 6-5.
Just one ace needed. Just one big serve needed for the American.
He's had 6 aces and one serve 138 miles an hour, so he can do either. Puts him together.
Roddick.
The 7th ace of the set. Gives Andy Roddick the first set in the tiebreaker. Wins the breaker 7-5 in the set. 7-6.
136 miles.
7 games to 6.
Lleyton Hewitt and Andy Roddick waiting for this crowd to get settled. Lleyton Hewitt will open up the second set, serving at the top of your screen.
Well, that's not going to help very much.
Second double fault for Lleyton Hewitt. Lleyton Hewitt has a 5-match winning streak going against Americans. Andy Roddick has never beaten Lleyton Hewitt.
Well, this is a poor game, isn't it? They've had a double fault from Hewitt, a bit of a weak backhand. Hewitt really should be going for this here much more. He's the one who's just lost the first set. Roddick has just won the first set, and you know he's probably still very excited. He's set up in the quarterfinals. You expect his level to drop a bit,
but he's still 2 points from a break.
And that's why Hewitt should be much more up, while his opponent is just enjoying the fact that he's just won the first set. Hewitt should be in there, wallop, 1-love up, quickly. Should have won this to love or 15. Over his right foot? I think he did, you know.
40-30.
He's turned that, he got the ball back, but he slightly pulled that right foot. This is
there. He rolled the right ankle, and actually, David, earlier this summer against Gustavo Kirten in the first round at Cincinnati, he did the same thing. Finished the match, but was not the player.
Just to see the weight of the right foot. No, he's still feeling a bit free.
The last time these two played, of course, as we've said, Roddick had to retire at 2-all in the third set because he pulled his hamstring. Rolled that right ankle.
Let's hope nothing is untoward.
Now Hewitt on the verge of taking the first game of the second set, unless Roddick can pull off the point here.
Another great camera shot here. You can really see the pace of the ball coming up the Roddick. This is so well played. That is a maturity beyond his 19 years. He didn't go for too much. He went for accuracy. There was power there because he's got natural power, but his placement was exceptional. And you have to say, overall, Hewitt has got to raise his game. He's got to notch up at least half a level here, just to stay with Roddick. And of course, he's certainly capable of doing that. No question about it.
Well, again, a chance to hold for Hewitt. Roddick tapes his ankles. See, we're just crossing the 1 hour mark in this match. See if Roddick calls for the trainer at the changeover. Well, they'll have to be after the third game. So Hewitt holds serve. They'll switch in, but will not sit down.
Well, just watching, as you're watching Lleyton Hewitt there, I'm taking a close view of Andy Roddick. He's had his chair and he's having a little glass of water, as Lleyton Hewitt is as well, and just see whether he's going to do anything regarding that right ankle. There he is, and just looking at the way he walks from our terrific view here. There's a nice shot of Andy Roddick. It doesn't look too bad. Probably it's just a little bit of a jolt, and he was a bit careful. He didn't actually go completely through with that turn on his ankle and try to get that ball back from Hewitt. He looks okay. That's good news.
This is the second game of the second set. Andy Roddick took the first set in tiebreaker. Lleyton Hewitt has held serve to begin this set. Andy Roddick to serve.
His attitude, shame about the execution. Exactly right, it's what he should do. He's beginning to make Lleyton Hewitt think a little bit, because he's just varying it by coming into the net. Just a shame about the execution. Oh. 'Terrific amount of topspin in it.
Well, Andy Roddick says the toughest thing for him this year, making the jump to the ATP Tour, is the fact that you just don't get free points. Not like you did in the juniors.
15
You get away with a loose game in the juniors and still win it. When you're on the tour, a loose game, you lose it. 8th ace for Roddick. But still behind, 15-30. And now, double break point for Lleyton Hewitt. This is the first break point of the entire match so far. He's trying to talk himself into coming through. 15-40.
I think this is just reaction to having won that first set. And that wonderful lob.
Roddick responds with a 136-mile-an-hour bomb down the middle. Still one more break chance for Lleyton Hewitt. The double fault gives Lleyton Hewitt the first break of this match.
Hewitt leads
2-love to start the second set.
You were pointing out just a moment ago, Sam, so true it is that you don't get free points on the tour. You certainly don't get free points in a quarter-final of a Grand Slam. And you make just one little misjudgment, or your level drops just a bit, and all of a sudden you're 2-love down, having won the first set.
Well, last year when Andy Roddick came to the U.S. Open, he got a wild card into the men's draw, lost to Albert Costa in 4 sets. And then just from that experience, he ran through the juniors without dropping a set the next week.
Now,
31.
isn't that crazy? He's got to set the serve, and he's obviously upset with himself. We saw him throwing his record onto the floor for the second time tonight, and he's made 2 little errors. He's doing what the juniors do, giving away 3 points. You cannot do it. Quick to strike, isn't he? He saw the little gap, boom, 2 love up, 40 love up, and all of a sudden you think, oh goodness, I just had 10 seconds worth of madness, 20 seconds, and I could be 3 love down.
Exactly right. So things have turned around in a hurry here in this quarterfinal. Andy Roddick was up a set just a couple of minutes ago.
And pretty quiet in the stadium. Very full as well. Very full.
15 love.
These two have as of yet to produce the fireworks we saw from the veterans last night.
And the winner of this plays Evgeny Kafelnikov, who had an easy win today over Gustavo Kuerten.
30 love.
Kuerten really just, after a set, couldn't really, well, only half bothered really. Just said it wasn't his day. But he was suffering from a bit of an injury.
30-15.
I just wonder whether Roddick's bubble has burst here. You have this terrific adrenaline flow, and all of a sudden some things go wrong and the fizz goes out of your game. The oomph. Got it back there though.
40-15.
I think David, he is the type of player, I don't know if you agree or disagree, that can get it back. All it takes is a run of 2 or 3 points in a row, and boom, he's fired up. The crowd's happy. It's it's a different atmosphere.
Totally agree with you, and he's produced 1 big shot there. A couple more, and he will be back. He'll be firing. He's firing.
Andy Roddick settles down and holds serve for the first time in this set.
Fight, he says. Really get his adrenaline levels up. He did it at the end of that first set, and it worked.
Lleyton Hewitt will give him all the fight he wants.
The prize fighter from Adelaide. He just reminds me of a boxer, really. Lleyton Hewitt, he is.
I want you to get a haircut like that, David.
That is
15 love.
That is one of the best trainers in the business. It's from Poland. And you know his name?
I can't remember. I met him in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he really looks after the athletes' bodies.
He's working with Roddick right now.
He's worked with all the top players. I never understand him, but he sounds good. Nice guy.
Met him in Cincinnati. He was complaining about American television.
Ah, that sounds like him.
30 love.
Now Lleyton Hewitt jumps out to a 30-love lead. Unconventional looking point, but it goes to Andy Roddick.
Hewitt trying to play nice and steady. He's got the break, he just needs to hold on to his serve and be right back in this match at 1-all.
He's held so well so far in this match. Roddick has not seen a break point so far this entire way.
Can do it too.
Hewitt continues to hold, jumps out in front 4-1 in set number 2 against Andy Roddick. Well, here in the second set of this quarterfinal match, Lleyton Hewitt is up 4-1. Andy Roddick trying to hold serve. No breaks of serve in the opening set. Hewitt has broken Roddick once here in the second. Roddick giving away a free point to Lleyton Hewitt.
.10:15 at night here in New York. It's another late night battle. That time was between the old current players, Sampras and Axie, combined ages 61. Here it's the youngsters, combined ages. Can you add up?
39.
Correct. The old guard is still here. Filnikov already through to the semis. Sampras already through to the semis. 2 old guards still there. Safin is through to play Sampras.
2 Russians in the semifinals of the Grand Slam for the first time.
Oh, Russian final. Good, yeah. That could be an American final.
That depends on Andy Roddick. Right now he's double faulting away a game almost. And now Lleyton Hewitt
54.
will have 2 more break points.
I feel like this is where Hewitt can strike big. I'm sure he's got this set into his pocket. This will be his insurance policy if he can make a second break.
I did the match the other night, and Roddick was up 2 sets to love over Jack Brazington qualifier, and all of a sudden Brazington just came out and matched him shot for shot, pound for pound, winner for winner, took the 4th set, but this has a much different feel to it. You kind of feel like Lleyton Hewitt maybe getting into the head a little bit of Andy Roddick.
Bit of a stranglehold maybe. He's just put the noose around Roddick's neck but hasn't pulled it yet.
Juice.
It's all about maintaining a level, maintaining consistency.
And Andy Roddick saves 2 break points here in game 6 of the second set. We go to deuce. Another break chance for Lleyton Hewitt.
Juice.
Ace number 11 for Andy Roddick. Good time for it. 126. Just 12 miles an hour under his fastest. Roddick having trouble putting 2 things together.
No, he hasn't really settled in this set, has he? And he's trailed throughout this set, of course. Normally was it a good serve right at the corner, but literally took off like an aeroplane. The wheels tucked in and boom, took off to the clouds. And Hewitt was following it.
Third deuce. This is where Roddick has had trouble. Eric's father looking on, saying that ball that Hewitt hit was out.
They always see it out, don't they? Because they can't be objective.
Now Roddick settles down enough to hold serve, but he still trails a break here in the second set. And Lleyton Hewitt will be serving at 4-2. You can say a good hold for Andy Roddick, but not really. I mean, he is not the kind of guy that likes to struggle through service games. The Roddick family up there, the bright red. Not sitting down on the court where most of the players' boxes usually are.
Well, it was a good idea, very good idea, but very difficult.
Well, keep in mind, Roddick just one break down in this set. Lleyton Hewitt takes his time. He's done a good job of keeping Roddick away from break points. He's not let him see one this entire set. Now a little opening for Andy Roddick.
15-30.
Well, that will come as a little confidence boost for Hewitt.
Still Roddick 2 points from a break. Place he has been in this set, but he's never been able to win this point. Hewitt saying that ball on the line was out, but actually Hewitt was probably blocking the view of the linesperson. And Hewitt now with a chance to go to 5-2.
And sensibly taking his time. Well, a deep shot back from Roddick, just slightly caught Hewitt out in his movement, and he had to take it a little bit earlier than he thought, and he went wide. Cat on a hot tin roof, Roddick, facing up and down. Like as if there were coals on the concrete floor.
He's a hyper kid.
Or deco turf as it is.
Roddick frustrated, just cannot get into a rhythm.
Well, the first 5 games of this set whistled by. This one and the last one taking a pretty around about 10 minutes. Battle is engaged here. Oh, that's wonderful. And there he goes. That's the first time Hewitt gets pumped up. He needs that, and that is a bad sign for Andy Roddick.
Well, now Andy Roddick will be serving to stay in this second set. Ball kids a little confused over who would be serving.
Well, Roddick's got nothing to lose here. He should just blast away. Absolutely blast away and hammer those serves down and hit that ball as hard as he can. And there was one shot there from Roddick which went down the line, really good depth. If Roddick had been more aware, he could have come in behind it. That's something he'll have to learn over the next few years. You've got to take your opportunities.
Talk about Lleyton Hewitt being out on the tour a while. This is just his 3rd year playing all the Grand Slams, so he's not that far ahead of Andy Roddick in terms of years, but even 1 full year on the tour compared to someone coming right out of the juniors is a huge difference. The game played so differently.
Between them, these two have won 6 titles this year.
Andy Roddick continuing to throw in a few double faults now and then. It's his 5th of the match.
Well, it is costly, you know. And it might be costly here. If Hewitt just delivers 1 or 2 little sharp reminders, sharp returns, the set could be over.
With that serve, it's the great equalizer. Now a chance to hold for Roddick at 40-30.
Oh, good rally, especially from Roddick. He's working hard to stay in this set.
Roddick down just one break, but this is the one he's got to get. He wants to stay in set number 2. Lleyton Hewitt serving for the second set at 5-3.
Well, that was a wonderful drive from Hewitt. Team winner. Toughest shot over the highest part of the net. Plenty of topspin. Wonderful depth. Roddick absolutely nowhere near.
Lleyton Hewitt has taken a lot of time between the points in this set. And for a rhythm player like Roddick, it's got to be frustrating.
Got to remember, Hewitt is playing in what, successive days?
That's right. He had to finish this match with Tommy Haas yesterday morning. He started the day before and to come out at 11.
So he's played what, something like 3 sets yesterday. Tough battle, came through.
3.5.
And Roddick obviously had the day off. Wonder whether that's affecting him.
Well, now Lleyton Hewitt has 2 set points. But the way he beat Haas, I don't really think it would have taken that much out of him.
Mentally it does.
Well, true.
Mentally it's difficult. Anyway, it's 2 set points here.
40-15, a chance to even this match at a set apiece.
Oh, great return. Hewitt says he took it on the half volley, he was out, he says. No overrule.
Still a set point for Hewitt, 40-30.
Come on, says Hewitt.
And Lleyton Hewitt has evened this match at a set apiece, so from here on out, it's a best 2 out of 3 set match.
1 set all.
The occasional floater, the occasional slice. As for Hewitt, he'll just scamper it on the baseline. Hewitt's been reluctant to come into the net when he's had an opportunity or two. I think he's lost a little bit of confidence at the net. He missed a couple of easy shots when they were set up for him. and he's more comfortable on the baseline.
Roddick to serve, first point, third set.
Of course, Hewitt will come in if he has to come in, and he did put away a couple, but there were 2 or 3 which he should have put away, which he didn't in that last set.
And he opens the third set with a double fault.
Quite a lot of noise around the stadium. People are still going backwards and forwards to get their hot dogs and cokes and whatever they've got to eat.
Well, he wipes out the double fault with an ace. It's 14th of the match.
Good angles there from Roddick. Now this is where Hewitt doesn't want to do a Roddick. He doesn't want to drop his standard, having worked hard to get that second set. He's got to start off at a high level, maintain the level. Roddick, his adrenaline is flowing at the moment. Nearly pulled it off.
But this is the first match I've seen him play, David, in which he really hasn't been able to use the crowd to get him going. He's having to motivate himself.
Probably because he's won some of his matches quite easily. He set that one set to base himself.
Well, Andy Roddick holds on in the first game of the third set. He leads 1-love.
Well, he's leading the match by a nose. Vital to get that first game. That gives him an opportunity to swing freely on Hewitt's serve.
Lleyton Hewitt, just his third U.S. Open. He reached the semifinals in his second. And now Andy Roddick. How far will he go in his second U.S. Open? Will it stop tonight in the quarters?
Well, 100 minutes gone now.
Well, that point played right into Andy Roddick. 15-30. Now 15-30 for Roddick. Hewitt normally plays at a much faster pace. I'm sure that's a strategic move tonight against Roddick.
Just think of those three, as you say, 3.5 sets yesterday. You certainly notice that he's slowing up and taking his time in between points. And Roddick's had a whole day off. And in that time when you have a day off, you recover physically, of course, but you recover mentally and you prepare for your next match. And you know, It's all quite comfortable. As for Hewitt, he had to come down off a high after beating Haas. He had to physically recover, which is very difficult because he didn't really have much time to recover. He's had today, I suppose. And mentally it takes a lot of effort at this level to come down and then build up again. And that might be a factor, you know. Because he's very subdued tonight overall. Except for he punched fist and when he won that second set.
Some Aussie fans in the crowd. Well, he still has not let Andy Roddick see a break point. This was at 30 all. And he seizes control again at the crucial time in the game, 40-30.
Front fault for Hewitt. That's what he did not want.
And second serve coming for Roddick. Hewitt with a chance to hold 40-30. And he throws in the double fault to keep this game alive. Just his third double fault. Roddick has twice as many.
I wonder how many times these players have a double fault and the next serve it's an ace. We saw it lots last night, Sampras and Agassi.
That's right.
We've seen it from Hewitt. We've seen it from Roddick. Oh, he just didn't move his feet there, Roddick. It's only because he wanted to play a forehand inside out. Really, he should have played his backhand.
So Lleyton Hewitt holds in a long service game. It's 1-all in the third set. This match even at 1 set apiece.
Well, these last few games, end of the second and start of this, they're grinding it out now, aren't they? They're both grinding it out. It's who's the faster, who's the fitter, who's the more mentally strong, who is the more astute, who is the better tactician. Because really it's pretty level now. Just 2 points between them overall. Hewitt 80 points, Roddick 78. Just can't separate them. It's pretty much like last night.
It is like last night in the closeness of this match, but the quality of tennis to this point has not matched what we saw last night. Last night, points ended on winners far more often than they have tonight.
We did have that nostalgia effect though, didn't we, as well?
Yes, we did.
And who knows, down the road, 10 years' time, these two will be playing each other for the 32nd time. We'll be sitting here saying, do you remember 10 years ago? The night Sampras and Agassi played.
Well, Roddick holds convincingly at love. And he stays ahead in this third set, now 2-1. Lleyton Hewitt serving on serve in the third set with new balls.
I like that. Hewitt in. He decided to do something different. Pulled in a little bit, of course, by the return.
Well, Hewitt's been in 15 times tonight and has won 11 of the points. Roddick's come in a little more, 23, and has won 18.
Hey, we might not even be halfway through this match. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Coming up on an hour and 50 minutes.
Oh, well played here. The fist is up. And that's great sportsmanship from Roddick. That is wonderful. So everything is perfect. Great rally. Appreciation by the loser of the point and the winner of the point. Just enjoying it.
Just did such a good job to stay in this point. Give it up 40-love, 1-2. Third set. Set apiece.
That was really a mental battle in that rally. That's why he's so pleased about it. It wasn't an amazingly vital point.
So Lleyton Hewitt holds it love.
The only thing that came out of that was, as you just said, Sam, is that Hewitt got back some absolute bullets and a smash from Roddick. And that, again, sows a little seed of doubt into Roddick, who next time, when it happens again, will go for something a little bit more extreme. It might be so extreme, he might miss. These little games of tennis, these little mind games play and make all the difference.
Well, I think it helps for most people watching to hear things like that, David, because there's a lot more going on out there than just that ball going between the white lines.
Absolutely true.
Tennis is such a mental sport at the professional level. There are a lot of guys that can hit balls, but very few that can put it all together.
And also, certainly what these two are learning, they've learned obviously a long way, is how to win matches. Good players they are, got all the shots, most of the shots. How do you win a match? And that comes from in the head. I mean, Roddick can fire down those aces, and he'll smash all the juniors as he did last year, and beat a lot of the guys on the tour. But when he's up against the big boys, including Lleyton Hewitt, he's got to have something extra apart from this huge serve. And he's learning very, very quickly. Subtlety, tactics, thinking. Not too much, but just playing the right shot at the right time, as Hewitt's just done.
Now Hewitt picks up his first point in this game. Roddick up 30-15.
He's in the team. He's in the England cricket team, actually.
Nice
For those
catch.
of you who know about cricket. We need someone like that in hold catches.
40-15.
Well, it's very, very competitive over the last 8, 9, 10 games. It's been really close. Every point is really hard fought for.
Andy Roddick holds serve. He's up 3-2 in the third set.
And Sam, you just look at that point scoreboard.
Won 3 titles, quarterfinals of the French, round of 16 at Wimbledon. Hewitt serving at 2-3, third set.
Well, 15.
He opens with a double fault. Number 4 for Hewitt. Follows it with an ace. Aren't we just talking about that?
Double fault ace. All the good players seem to do it. You know, there's been 10 double faults in this match. I just wonder how many aces have followed those double faults. We'll get our research team onto it straight away. Our ground crew. Those of you, I know actually some of you, as the matches go along, some actually keep the statistics going, don't they? I know some people who do that, watch a match and keep all the statistics. Well, it was an attempted lob, and it should have been much better, but it ended up as a damp squib.
And Andy Roddick, again at 15-30 on Hewitt's serve, but he's never been able to get to that 40 point.
Look at this attempt for a lob. It didn't really follow through, didn't get his body into it, didn't really go for it.
The body did not cooperate with the head.
Beautifully put. I want copyright on that.
Pay me the royalties.
Here it is. Where is it? I'll look in my pocket. There must be a dime somewhere.
So far as the stage, then Andy Roddick has stopped on the serve of Lleyton Hewitt. Hewitt has not let him progress past this point.
That's a wonderful shot into the corner. In moments of crisis, these players somehow raise their game. And I want to know how they do it. So I want to bring it back into my club matches.
It's too late. It's too late for you, Dave.
Really? You really think so? It's all over.
Well, I think maybe you could work it into a club match, but it's too late for you to be out here.
That is true.
So Andy Roddick now with a bit of a breakthrough. He has his first break point of this entire match, and it comes in the 6th game of the 3rd set.
And it's taken him 2 hours. And he asks the crowd to give him support, and they are.
And we've seen throughout this championship, Roddick needs the crowd.
Hewitt is waiting for the crowd to calm down. Oh, the wonderful serve from Hewitt, and he was in. And his body didn't let his brain down there.
Well, 1 break point gone. Deuce.
He'll get it.
Oh.
Hey, this game is on.
And now Hewitt tries to fire himself up.
Someone's turned on the light bulb in this match.
Advantage Hewitt.
Come on, he says.
Hewitt now with a chance to hold.
He was drinking in that point, wasn't he? So thrilled to win it. 2 hours exactly.
Lleyton Hewitt holds. We're even at 3-all in the third set. Could you imagine being a parent of one of these two out there?
I couldn't watch, actually. It'll be an aging process so quick. You know, you'd lose 10 years every match, wouldn't you?
I think so. He's just 19. He's got a lot more years to sit there.
I remember, Sam, I used to do some coaching with some really good players. I found it very difficult. You sit there, you have to keep quiet, give a bit of encouragement, but you play every point. You're exhausted at the end of each match.
Roddick 19, Hewitt 20. It's all Hewitt's family, and they've seen Roddick's. The Roddicks aren't even sitting down on the court. They're up in a box. Well, Roddick has dropped the first 2 points on this service game, and now Hewitt with a little opening at love 30.
How the game switched. There, Roddick had his first break point in Hewitt's last service game. Now he's struggling on his serve. Now he's really struggling.
Now love 40, triple break point for Lleyton Hewitt. This will be the 7th break chance of the match for Hewitt. He's converted just once. Well, the girlfriend looks on.
This time he's got a real chance because Roddick's got to put down some real firepower first serves here. And
out, and Lleyton Hewitt breaks in the third set. And Hewitt takes the lead 4-3.
Well, isn't this sport an amazing sport? You take golf, it takes time, doesn't it? Even basketball or ice hockey or whatever the sport you do. But tennis, 1 minute you thought Roddick was about to break through here, he's going to take charge. And what, 2 minutes later, Hewitt takes a stranglehold, certainly in this set. Probably can't believe he's now ahead with the break.
Well, at this stage in Andy Roddick's career, every match is a learning process for him. And he's now been broken in the third set. Lleyton Hewitt serving at 4-3. See how far back he was to hit that winner.
Gave himself plenty of time to play the ball. Good placement. He's being very careful and deliberate every time he serves.
Ace number 10 for Lleyton Hewitt, so Hewitt starting to close the gap in the aces department.
He's been very calm tonight. We've seen him pumped up a couple of times, but he's been very calm. Really preparing for this serve, taking his time. He's not rushing. And look what it's produced. It's produced 2 wonderful aces with the break already in his pocket. Playing very, sorry, Sam, just saying, playing in a very mature fashion.
40-love lead. And you see the gap closing between the aces.
Well, it was another mistake, really, though, from Hewitt. He did a good serve. He feinted to come in and then didn't. there is an uncertainty sometimes when he should come in, and at 30-40 love up, I think he should have taken that little gamble. In the end, he lost the point anyway. That's a pity that it wasn't up. What a great effort from Roddick. I do admire his effort, and this bodes well for the future for him. He's a gutsy performer. I think you said the word mirror, didn't you,
yep.
Sam? These two are very similar.
Well, Roddick did a full dive into the umpire's chair and stand over on that sideline. There's the stand. Umpire sits, or the linesman sits just behind that. See if we can catch it. Looking way off the court. See if we were able to follow him.
I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Fell well. He's obviously done judo, because you learn in judo how to fall. He did that pretty well. Yeah, it's good to see him okay. And what a great effort from Roddick.
Well, he'll now serve to stay in this third set. 3-5.
Well, Hewitt only needed one break of serve in the last set. He's got one break of serve in this set. Maybe just enough. Should be.
31.
What a great amount of energy in Hewitt's reply here. Maybe he's just gathering himself physically for his service game coming up. And he just questioned again. He did play yesterday. Played a full match. He's hardly had time to recover from that match. Roddick's had a whole day off, and mentally to regather himself. Very difficult. Loose.
I don't know, David. At 19 and 20 years old, you think you need that much time to recover mentally?
I think you do, especially when your opposition has had a day off. Going to sleep well, rest well, prepare well.
Well, so far, the opposite is true. Hewitt with not as much rest. The upper hand over Roddick at the moment.
I don't think it's a major factor. I think it's a minor factor. But in a match where these two are pretty level, that minor factor comes into play.
Now Lleyton Hewitt has devised a good game plan tonight. He has taken Andy Roddick out of his game, like anyone else has been able to do in this tournament.
Well, that was crisp, wasn't it? Mid-court kill. Perfect.
I mean, Roddick has just fed off of this crowd over these 2 weeks. And they just have not been able to get behind him tonight. And I think he struggled.
Yeah, there's a dip in form here by Roddick. It's very difficult for him to maintain this high level. I've said it all along. Hewitt has always maintained that level. There's been one or two little errors. There's been little drops every so often from Roddick, which has cost him dearly. But he's that sort of character.
And now Roddick with 132 mile-an-hour serve. Sets up another game point. Remember, Roddick serving now at 3-5 in the third. Hewitt with a break.
Let's go, he says. Come on, come on. Well, it had to be good, didn't it? The angle had to be good, because if it wasn't, there was a whole court waiting for Hewitt. It was a great shot.
Captain McEnroe looking on at his young Davis Cup protege.
Roddick very keen to play for his country, unlike a couple of other professionals. The lob. No, cross court.
The soft cross court.
That fooled everybody. Fooled me. I thought he was going to go for the lob. Maybe he thought about the last lob. It didn't come off, but this was a terrific shot. He saw the gap. He had a choice. Lob or cross? Cross it is. I actually think Roddick was waiting for the lob.
I agree. But he just babies that ball across.
And I think he saw Roddick waiting for the lob.
And again, a chance for Roddick to hold.
Just the other side. Shifting. Just a mere 123.
On the line.
Well, it doesn't matter how long he looks, it's been called. There will be no reversal. So more out. If it did touch, it was on the outside.
Fourth deuce. Roddick trying to stay in this third set.
Too good, says Lleyton Hewitt, who is typical of all Australians. Good sportsman, appreciates good shots, as Roddick has done in this match when Hewitt has delivered his own brand of winners.
Well, Andy Roddick finally holds serve, but Lleyton Hewitt will be serving for a 2-sets-to-love lead. Now Lleyton Hewitt now serving for the third set. He won the last set 6-3, dropped the opening set in a tiebreaker. This to take the outright lead in the match.
Some wag in the crowd screams out just before Hewitt executes the ball. There's always one somewhere, and it doesn't matter what country you're in.
We've seen a lot of crazy people today, haven't we? Had a guy that interrupted the Kierton-Kafelnikov match singing the national anthem.
And they couldn't stop him for how long? A minute, 2 minutes?
He finished the song.
Yes, that was it was the beginning of the end for Kierton. We don't know whether the two are connected. Oh, here it is putting his thumbprint now on this set.
31.
His consistency generally has been better. And he's just got his nose in front now. It's all down to him. He's got his serves to come. Odds on now to take a lead in this match.
And now triple set point for Lleyton Hewitt. There it is. Lleyton Hewitt is now one set away from going back to the semifinals of the U.S. Open. He takes the third set, 6-4.
Well, Kim there must be rather pleased that her boyfriend's doing well. She looks pretty relaxed. This match far from over. Far from over.
Andy Roddick changes shirts during the changeover. Let's see if that brings him some better luck here in set number 4. First point.
Well, you can tell the difference between the two. They're both wearing white hats, but Roddick's got the black socks. They couldn't fool me.
Roddick seizes the first point.
Roddick in the black socks. Hewitt, mostly white socks. I tell you, when we look at these two, there's nothing on the court really to show there's much difference in their standard of tennis play, and when you look at them both, they're both wearing pretty much the same gear, apart from that white streak running down the back of Hewitt's shirt.
Those of you at home have the benefit of looking at your television and seeing the close-ups, but for us and for the many people in here, sometimes it's very hard to distinguish the two.
Just remember, black socks, Roddick, just in case you didn't get it the first time. The white socks beat the black socks there.
So Roddick overall with a 40-15 lead in this game.
I'm looking forward to the next shirt change. Oh, wonderful serve from Roddick.
So Andy Roddick holds in the opening game of the fourth set. But he's down 2-1 to fourth-seeded Lleyton Hewitt. Guys have been on the court almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 23 minutes, as you see there on that scoreboard.
Well, he's got to work very hard, Roddick.
Lleyton Hewitt has not allowed Roddick to even have a chance at breaking. He's only seen one break opportunity this whole match. Lost that point. Roddick, on the other hand, has allowed Hewitt to actually break him twice. So we'll see if Roddick can do what he's not been able to do tonight, break the serve of Lleyton Hewitt.
Hits him, caught the line. I hope that Roddick doesn't just fade away here in this fourth set. It is possible, you know. Quarterfinal of a Grand Slam is first.
I think if that happens, David, it'll have more to do with Lleyton Hewitt than Andy Roddick. I do not think Roddick is ready to go home.
15 all.
The winner to play Yevgeny Kafelnikov in the semi-final. He's already won Grand Slams in France.
Australia.
And Australia, of course, yes. I was there when he won it. Did well, he was unbeatable.
And now Hewitt gives Roddick a little bit of an opening as a result of that double fault. It's 15-30.
Yeah, good deep shot from Roddick with extra pace. Coming at Hewitt a little bit quickly. Couldn't quite prepare in time into the net.
Well, Dad likes it. Andy Roddick now has his second break point of this entire match. 15-40. He'll actually have a couple of them if he needs them.
He stands back, then comes in.
And a double fault gives Andy Roddick his first break of the match, and we're in the fourth set. Roddick leads 2-love.
Big smile from Roddick. Sorry, that's a big smile from Roddick. It was a smile of relief.
And after that, Roddick looked at his coach, and his coach, Tariq Benabilis, pounding on his chest, saying, "You got to have heart."
Well, we've all played all that stuff before, haven't we? It's all overplayed, isn't it? Just get on with it. Golly, I'm becoming a cynic at this USA.
You really are, David.
You gotta have hearts.
This is drama. This is athletics at its highest level.
It is.
Well, Roddick will be trying to push this into a fifth set. He's up a break. But keep in mind, Hewitt has had some success against the Roddick serve tonight, breaking twice.
Well, he won't have any chances if Roddick keeps serving like that.
16th ace of the night.
Again, the match switching direction. Just when you thought Hewitt was there, Roddick comes up with the goods. The adrenaline is high for Roddick.
So Andy Roddick consolidates the break. He leads 3-love in the fourth set, much to the delight of those who have stuck around here in Arthur Ashe Stadium. Nor Patrick Rafter, if he can maintain his level of excellence.
Remember, Roddick is receiving black socks. Hewitt serving from the far end. Stepping in, Roddick.
Well, it was anybody's point. They were both pushing each other around.
Well, he just felt there Roddick was on the defensive all the way through, but it's some great recovery from him. Some great recoveries. But he was too far outside the baseline to really do any damage to Hewitt. He was just recovering, and Hewitt controlled that rally really. Just to get back to 15 all.
I just cringe every time these guys slide across that court like that. I just keep waiting for something to pop.
Or twist.
And now Roddick again with a little bit of an opening on the Hewitt serve. 15-30.
15-30.
Are we going to get a double break? We will then be sprinting into a fifth and final set if that happens, I'm sure. 11:34 here in New York. At night. Not in the morning.
Really?
Oh, that's a great overhead. Great angle.
Hewitt evens the game at 30 all. Well, Pete and Andre couldn't give us a fifth set last night.
Disgraceful.
Maybe these two youngsters can. Well, and the double fault gives Andy Roddick another break point. So after going most of the match without any break points and then losing his first opportunity, now 2 games in a row, Roddick will see break points.
Well, as we said right at the start of the match, every player will dip somewhere, apart from Sampras and Agassi, of course. Normal human beings. Standards will drop.
And Hewitt fires in a serve Roddick can't handle.
The test of a good player is, can they come back from when their standard drops? Both these players have proved that they can. Hewitt is now trying to prove that theory right.
And a second double fault gives Andy Roddick a second break point in this game. Hewitt now with 8 double faults, surpassing Roddick's 7.
Is Hewitt tiring? Is that match yesterday slowly getting to him?
Well, he follows it with an ace.
How many times we said that? Double fault followed by an ace.
Well, you're supposed to be keeping track of that by now, David. I mean,
Haven't used a pencil for the last 2 weeks.
Your big claim to fame point here.
It does happen, doesn't it?
It does.
The ace.
It's amazing, the pattern. You're right. Well, Roddick trying to slide one in there after the big grunts.
Yeah, trying to sneak one in, wasn't he?
Yep. Now Lleyton Hewitt a chance to hold for the first time here in the 4th set. Hewitt is down a break. Love 3.
No call.
And Hewitt holds serve.
Roddick appealing to the umpire. Changing his racket, I think. Is he?
Well, Andy Roddick now up 3-1. Will be serving after Lleyton Hewitt takes the new racket out of the bag.
Well, big crowd still here.
Beautiful night here in the New York area. Approaching the end of summer in this part of the world.
3-1. Roddick with the break.
15 love.
This is officially the last night match of the championship.
30 love.
Even though one's got to say the women's final will be played at 8 o'clock at night on Saturday night.
Right, in prime
New York
time, television here at the United States, prime time.
First time ever.
Actually, that match will be followed by John McEnroe and Boris Becker playing out here in Arthur Ashe Stadium.
40 love.
Andy Roddick, 40 love up. Trying to get to 4-1 in the fourth. Roddick's down 2-1.
Still got 2 points left to get to that 4-1 lead. Yep, it's just been called out. Just saw the arm go up there from the line judge.
So Andy Roddick continuing to hold serve in this fourth set. He can do it 2 more times as he breaks. We are deep into the fourth set. Lleyton Hewitt, the fourth seed, leading Andy Roddick 2-1, but Roddick is up in the fourth, 4-1. With Hewitt about to serve.
The fans getting into it. And it could be another hour yet before we see the final point struck. It's gone in. Or has it gone in?
It's called in.
Oh, sensational winner. Took it really early. Yep, on the line. Hewitt serving from this end.
With the White Sox, right, David?
Absolutely. Isn't there a baseball at Chicago White Sox?
That's right. Very good.
And the other one is Chicago Bears, isn't it?
That's a football team.
Oh.
Who the Red Sox. Boston Red Sox and Chicago White Sox.
And who plays at Wrigley Field? Chicago Cubs?
Chicago Cubs.
Baseball.
Baseball.
See, I know my baseball.
You do. I'm sure people all around the world are very impressed with you. Now Hewitt, 30-15. Just down 1 break here in this fourth set.
Hewitt's been so well focused throughout this match. Hasn't been a murmur from him. Not a murmur.
He's been very composed. It's like I've seen him play a lot this summer, and this is the most serious and intense, controlled intensity that I've seen from him after now 2 hours and 42 minutes on the court.
Well, that was a comfortable game for Hewitt, and that's good for Hewitt. It's going to give him a little breathing space, and he's got another chance now to attack the Roddick serve, hoping that Roddick misses that first serve, which has seen him win 47 of 60. Which is pretty high. Strangely, Hewitt's first service percentage of 56 out of 69 is better. Just missed the line. The White Sox just missed the line then.
30 love for Roddick.
30 love.
Well, Roddick throws in the double fault, but he is up now 40-15. This 40 love's about the best point to have a double fault if you're going to do it. But you don't want to let Lleyton Hewitt back in the game. That double fault kept Hewitt alive. And now it's 40-30. Hewitt a point away from tying up this game. Fans don't want it to happen. No worries. Andy Roddick holds. He's up 5-2 in the fourth set. Lleyton Hewitt will be serving.
Please take your seats quickly, please. Take your seats, please. Thank you. Roddick is by 5 games to 3. Thank you. Juice. That's Hewitt. Advantage Hewitt. Juice. Advantage Roddick. Kevin 4 sets, Roddick. 6 games to 3. 2 sets all. Players are ready. Thank you. Thank you. Fifteen all. That's 15-1. 30-15. Game Roddick. Ball change, please. 1 game ball. Love. Go to 15. Lleyton Hewitt. Hewitt leads by 2 games to 1. Chickens off.
$30-15.
40-15. Roddick. Three gets all. Well, 15. Thank you. 59. 15 all. Roddick. Walk-in zone. Early 15. Deuce. Advantage Hewitt. Deuce. Advantage Roddick. Deuce. Advantage Roddick. Deuce. Advantage Hewitt. Hewitt leads by 5 games to 4. Up 4 points. total abuse. Warning, Mr. Roddick. 15-all. Match. Hewitt. 3 sets to 2. 6-7, 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 6-4.